with more crypto gains. What's going on, guys? Happy Tuesday. That's the second day of the week. So today's topic is a fight is coming. And what I mean by that is it's going to be the fight for access to exchanges. If you haven't been watching the news very closely, Bittrex just announced that they were going to block the US and several other countries from accessing their site. This obviously preemptively only comes into KYC and AML regulations as the US basically tries to clamp down on people's abilities. And what you're going to see, and that's really why it's perpetuating at an increased rate, that's what lets you know mass adoption is coming, is the fact that the government is more worried about monitoring and knowing what assets people have over having a stable currency. Their number one priority is to know where your money is and how you're transacting. So like with Binance is doing the same thing with their new DEX. So that was something I didn't realize, is that there was Binance.com and there was Binance.org, and Binance.org is the DEX. Well, the DEX on Binance is going to be blocked to US customers as well. Now you're like, well, I could just get a VPN and do this. I guess the problem I have with the VPN is it seems so simple that I can just say, oh, I'm in Canada, I'm in Russia, and then you open an account. You know, what happens if they build, technology which can detect the VPN? Then all of a sudden, all your funds are lost because you won't have access to them. So I think in a way the VPN route is it's very risky, but typically I only use exchanges to make conversions or cash out. I don't really use those, the exchanges as a place to store my crypto. It's just not safe. And that's kind of why these exchanges want to move towards the DEX model, is with the DEX model, decentralized exchange, they're not maintaining all that crypto and all those hot and cold wallets. Now, the problem there is, you'll give up some performance with the DEX, but basically all the crypto is flowing in and out between people's wallets. It's peer-to-peer. So in a way, a DEX kind of works like a file sharing system where it is, basically exchanging between peers and peers. But but it is concerning that all these exchanges are blocking access. It kind of makes me want to set up some backups. I got Coinbase, of course. Get my Gemini account up to speed. I really don't use the Gemini account, but I have heard it's a pretty good way back to fiat. If that's what your plan is. But what do you think of the fact that the US government basically says, hey, I want to know exactly how much money is in your wallet. I want to know who you're sending it to, and I want to know when you're sending it to. So, I mean, it's an age-old fight for privacy, money in general could be used for bad things, and that's how they're trying to sell all this extra security with crypto, is that it's bad actors in the space, and they've got malintent, but I don't know if I believe that. I mean, no matter what, bad actors are always going going to find a way to transact. I mean, that's just a reality. And, you know, for the most part, the blockchain is trackable if the government invests in the proper technology and stuff, you know, unless they're transacting in like Monero or something that is anonymous. But I've always scratched my head on the whole anonymous crypto thing because, you know, a lot of times if I'm sending payment for something, I'm probably going to receive something. So you have my address. What does it matter that I sent you anonymous crypto? I don't know. I just think it's a little silly. But I think people over-exaggerate but under-exaggerate the benefits of anonymity, regarding a lot of cryptos. But one thing's for sure, they are worried about your crypto, and all this KYC AML stuff. It really is kind of ridiculous. Like, I was a long time user of CryptoBridge, right? And, you know, I'd use CryptoBridge forever. And all of a sudden, they literally, I'm not lying, they wanted crazy stuff. They wanted my passport, my driver's license, utility bills. I mean, it's a hot spot for identity theft. I mean, I'm not going to scan my passport and give it to someone. Are you crazy? That's just nuts. Like, there's no reason that you would need that high level of identity. I mean, they don't even ask for that on a normal bank account. I mean, why this crazy, it's just silly. It's silly. I was like, so I bailed, so I'm no longer a user of CryptoBridge. This KYC AML is just too freaking intense. I mean, I do my normal KYC. I mean, it's normal to have, my Binance account, my ID and stuff, but I mean, geez, it's just nuts. So, anyways, keep an eye on stuff, and try to keep your liquidity by, using exchanges that have no plans of blocking. But if I was a betting man, I bet that Bittrex will move more towards the decentralized model as well, but there are advantages and disadvantages. Like on Binance, they pretty much said, if there is a big hack of the DEX somehow, there's no recourse. Your funds are gone. Whereas on Binance.com, the normal exchange, you are backed up by the SAFU fund, where monies are coming out of Binance's, hot and cold wallets, and they're basically protecting your crypto. So it'll be interesting to see if Binance continues to keep Binance.com open once their DEX is fully, running at full speed. With that model, it makes you think that BNB is going to be worth some major dough here eventually. Who knows what BNB could go to? 1,000 a coin, 2,000 a coin, if it becomes the medium of exchange. I definitely think you'll see it in the hundreds for sure. And actually, yeah, I need to get some more BNB up in my wallet. So, yeah. So keep an eye on these exchanges. I just wanted to make sure that everyone was keenly aware of what's going on in the space, and that this KYC AML, the next steps are a lot of the larger businesses are going to start blocking certain countries in the US. So, yeah. But anyways, as always, this is CryptoSlo. If you're not talking gains, then why not talking?